Hello, Capricorn. This is your reading for the week of December 29th. Again, it's going to be short this week. And I asked for the 3 key cards for you. And immediately before I started pulling the cards, I saw a cornucopia. So for those of you who aren't familiar with that, it's an old ancient symbol. It literally was an animal's horn that was filled with all sorts of fruits and produce and things. And it was a horn of plenty. But in some ways, it's basically a symbol for riches and abundance that you currently have. That's right there for you. Now, what I'm being given here as I pull these cards, there's that can't and won't child, but as I tune into that, it's not a sense of an attitude that you have about what you can or cannot do, what you will or won't do. It's not about you being a child or being an adult. It's that as I'm turning into this, what I'm feeling is though you've been, for those of you for whom I am reading, this feels as though there have been times for you when there has not been an abundance of much, whether it's physical or emotional, that coming from a place of your younger years, that there may have been a tendency to expect less so that you don't see it when it's around. And that's really important. That's really clear right now. And so what you're being told, Capricorn, is that it is now time for you to be your own hero. And what does that mean in the context of this card? This means having compassion and getting curious about things, and not necessarily going into criticisms or doubts, or not even doubts. Doubts is the wrong word. What's the right word? Not going into criticisms or begrudging the past or what you didn't receive when you thought you should have or would have liked to. You can get curious about it. But remember that you are an adult, and that just because you have had a lens of maybe not enough in your life, you can change that lens. That's how you can be your own hero. You can choose now to really be looking at how you want your life to be and realize that you can make it that. Now, of course, that can sound really new age. Yeah, you can do anything you want. But the reality is, once you change how you look at something, what you're looking at changes. And that is a basic common quantum physics truth, scientific truth that has actually been measured out in laboratories and scientific experiments. So keep in mind, please, Capricorn, how you look at something can greatly affect what happens. The attitude with which you look at something, the lens, right? So check out your lens and see if maybe it's a little outdated. Is it carrying something about some sense of deficiency in the past? Either a deficiency about yourself or in yourself, or a deficiency in your life that you thought is a gap that never got filled in. Take a look at that. Get curious, but be willing to change your lens on it, okay? And that is what I'm getting for you. Remember, you have a cornucopia. You already have what you need to be fulfilled. And understand, we all have the ability to discover more and more and more about what that is. So never take it as a criticism or a sign, well, you already have, so just keep looking inside. The reality is that's what we're all doing. But what they are making very, very clear here, Capricorn, is there is more for you than you realize. And that they would like you to get curious, because you have many, many riches and a great abundance already there for you. And when I say already there for you, it's literally like you just got to turn your head and you see it, and it's there. Okay? I leave you with that, Capricorn. If you're celebrating a holiday, happy holiday. And if you're not, then just enjoy life. Take care.